1998 parade at downtown Fond du Lac. The parade is here. We're at Corton, Maine. Leading the parade, of course, one of the newly designed, decorated Fond du Lac City Police squads, followed by the color guard, and of course everybody paying attention to the flag as it passes and paying homage to the flag of the United States as it passes by. The color guard is next. The parade is on, Margaret. Are you excited?
I'm pumped.
This is huge. This is great. I just thoroughly enjoy parades. And let's see, who do we have coming through here? Of course, leading the parade are a variety of celebrities. For instance, the veteran of Foreign War Post 1904 in Fond du Lac. They provided the color guard unit with the parade for us this evening. Leading the parade, of course, the American flag. The veterans of Foreign War, the state junior vice commander in the parade as well. And here's the side, the annual Christmas parade, KFIZ, our sister station, K107.1 FM. And leading the parade.
Look at our van.
Look at our van.
All right.
The KFIZ News Cruiser is gaily adorned in multiple colors. And there, of course, Randy Hopper leading the parade, gaily festooned as Santa Claus. He's got almost a beard as good as mine already. It's going to take him another day or two to catch up. Following that, of course, we've got our very own Chuck Freeman, sports director, in a vehicle. This vehicle, somebody's going to win a one-year lease on next Friday on KFIZ. Wow. It's courtesy of Bergstrom Chevrolet at downtown Fond du Lac. And Sean Kaiser of our sports department in the driver's seat, we'll call it. That vehicle, somebody is going to drive out of our parking lot next Friday. The parade is now with us. This is the 1998 Spectacular Parade of Lights. Stan Stricker, you look excited.
I am very excited. I tell you, I'm almost blinded by all the lights that was on the News Talk 1450 KFIZ vehicle, because that is about as festive as it gets.
And you know what I also like is everybody was properly adorned in their little elf hat. And I think that anybody who's really in the festive spirit should be wearing an elf hat. Don't you guys? Yes, we do. However, I have earphones and Margaret has hair. So
I have big hair.
She has lots
It
of
would mess my hair and you wouldn't like
We
it.
couldn't be having that. She's got a Zay gun tonight, so we
Yes.
can't have her hair messed up. Jeez.
The parade is on. Next coming down, of course, as soon as it gets here, will be the should be the Goodrich Band. There they come. I see them. They're just hung up just a little bit, coming up on 3rd Street in downtown Fond du Lac.
Go down and get a little bit of the music.
Get some of the music from the Goodrich High School Band for us. What's a parade without music? What's Christmas without Christmas music? This is the 1998 parade, and there goes Stan. He's gonna, you know what? He's gonna march with the band. Watch him. You watch him. He's gonna march with them.
I'm not surprised at anything Stan does.
It's the Goodrich High School Band, led by their honor guard. And they're getting ready. Here they go.
And there they go, Margaret, the Goodrich High School Band under the leadership of Bill Banka. And next we have the Evans School Girls and Cub Scouts. The Brownies float is entitled Bearing Gifts. Cub Scout Pack 3725 has 55 members from 1st through 5th grade. Brownie Troop 553 has 25 members.
And look at the kids. They're dressed as presents.
Dressed as gifts. They're so great. That's great. The Cub Scout leaders, Ray Schwartz, Mark Barber, Fred Stansbury, and Pam Stansbury. And after the parade, the Evans Scouts will be Santa's official helpers in the lighting of Fond du Lac's official Christmas tree right behind us in Veterans Park. Come on down. If you haven't seen the Christmas tree being lit, you better come on down. And next in line, Rademan Stone and Landscaping, a well-lit truck.
A dump truck.
It's called Let It Snow, and of course the horn works on the dump truck. Let It Snow. It's filled with sand and Christmas trees with lights, and the truck itself is a 1995 quad-axle dump truck. What a festive-looking dump truck. I have never had sand dumped at my house in a truck that looks like that, ever. Ever.
Let's put it this way, you don't have to worry about slipping and sliding or having 2 inches no left after that. Rhythm and dump truck gets by your house.
And next in line in our parade tonight, Margaret.
It is the Hands of Friendship 4-H Club from North Fond du Lac. Their theme is Angels Light the Way to 4-H.
And of course, they're dressed as angels riding in a hay rack with white lights. Oh, there's Stan over there looking at all the angels in the hay rack.
Oh, those little angels.
Aren't they ever sweet? The 1998 Fond du Lac Christmas Parade of Lights, KFIZ news time 7:23. We are broadcasting live from downtown Fond du Lac. Next, one of the Margaret, your competition's here.
Well, you know what? I knew Stan Stricker would want to talk to this woman.
Yeah,
She's
I think I've turned my mic off. Are you single?
Her name is Wendy.
Yes,
Hicks.
I am.
Wendy, how do you like being in the Fond du Lac Holiday Parade this year?
I love it. There's tons of people out here, and they're all being very friendly, and it's great.
And do you have any special Christmas wish for the crowd tonight and the folks listening in on Newstalk 1450 KFIZ?
I just like to wish everybody a happy and safe Christmas.
All right, there you have it. Wendy Hicks on Newstalk 1450 KFIZ, part of the Holiday Parade of Lights.
Wendy was crowned Miss Fond du Lac March 21st at the Goodrich Little Theater, currently attending Marion College. Wendy is using the scholarship that was offered her. She was one of 12 young and very talented ladies bidding for the title of Miss Fond du Lac, and there she is.
And there's always that unsung hero as well, the driver. Let's get her name.
Hi, Marge Ireland.
There you go. We don't want to forget our Marge, because if Marge stops too fast, Wendy's out of the parade.
Hey, next we've got the Gold Wing Road Rider Association after the Christmas Sprinkle Shop, which is next in line here. And what a nice little float they have, because it looks like an exact image, replica, Margaret, of their shop down on South Main Street.
How neat.
And also from Douglas Kimple of the Gold Wing Road Riders Association. The float is sponsored by the Gold Wing Road Riders Association, an organization founded to promote a safe, fun, educated group. You can hear the motorcycle horns in your background. 65,000 plus members strong, mostly owners of American-made Honda Gold Wings. And they wish everyone a wonderful holiday season, although, of course, they'd rather not have any snow so they can keep riding their bikes. Special thanks go out to Pro Motorsports of Fond du Lac for the time and equipment they have donated for this float. And I tell you, it's not every year that you can see a bunch of Honda Gold Wing motorcycles going down Main Street, Fond du Lac after Thanksgiving.
Without snow tires, no less. What a great group of people.
Oh, and what fun riding the open road with those beautiful...
Oh, what fun it is to ride in your Honda.
You know, I heard Santa drives a Honda in the summertime.
Oh, does he really?
In the Caribbean.
Well, you never know what Santa's going to drive. Coming up next, we've got, of course, the representatives of McDonald's. It's supposed to be, I believe, huh?
No, that's Pro Motorsports.
Okay. Where are they?
They're still part of the Honda crew.
Oh, okay. That's part of the Honda crew.
Yeah, special thanks going out to Pro Motorsports of Fond du Lac for the
There you
time and
go.
equipment they helped donate to the float tonight.
There you go.
And wow, look at all
Look at
those
that.
lights, and
Look
they've
at
got
that Gold Wing.
Wow.
Margaret, you'd look good on there.
I know I would.
Hey, maybe Nick will get you that for Christmas.
Yeah, I think so.
What do we have here? Ah, this must be the McDonald's gang. They certainly are festive in costume, I will say that. Wow. A well-lit float. There's a Christmas tree on there, and of course the Christmas house.
Couple people in M&M costumes.
Waving nicely. I have never seen an M&M wave to me. Julie Balson had a blonde joke before about M&Ms, but I won't tell you now, Margaret. I'll tell you later, though.
I don't mind, I'm not blind.
I know, it wouldn't bother you in the least. Certainly is a lot of waving going on. Lakeshore Elementary School is joining us.
So where are you kids from?
Lakeshore, dang it.
There's a lot of school pride
It's their
for you.
POPs
Ready to
program.
speak
It's
up?
a program.
Okay. Go ahead, Margaret. Oh, the POPs program.
The POPs program, developed by Dr. William Mitchell to promote student success through the building of positive school climate and increasing student self-esteem.
Hey, who's that?
They look like they have good self-esteem.
I'll say. Look at all the handprints on all the banners here. My goodness. Now, they've also got some very interesting banners that they have draped between two people as they march down Main Street. First of all, tell me, what's your name and what's the banner all about?
Miss Dooley, and this is for our POPS program. If a child does something nice or a good deed, we give them 2 purple hands, and on one hand they write what they did, nice, and then the other one they give to somebody else if they see them do a nice deed.
All right.
Went all around the school, and our goal is to have 1999 of them.
1999, it looks like they're well on their way, banner after banner. And next to the parade, the fairest of the fair, Alyssa Town, joins the Fond du Lac Christmas Parade, representing the Fond du Lac County Agricultural Society. A nice young lady. We had the opportunity to interview her several times. Franklin Elementary School is with us with a large group. Franklin Elementary, 401 South Military Road, carrying a banner that says Franklin Elementary School, 92 years of excellence. They've been around a while, Margaret, almost as long as
You!
I wasn't going to go there. I think so. How many spare tires do you have? You know, Stricker is... Did I ever show you guys my Tiananmen Square impression? No, let's see it. No, I don't think I want to do it. Okay. Not with the Wisconsin National Guard, because I'm not sure they'd stop for me. Yes, next up we have the Wisconsin Army National Guard with a big tank coming down. Thank you very much, Margaret. You know what I like about the Wisconsin National Guard is they try and keep part of the spirit all year round, because you can tell they're really in the green. Why don't you jump up there and talk to him, Stan? He's aiming at you. Maybe you can get the guy in the Humvee. Of course, this is what we need for a station vehicle,
I
Margaret.
think so. I think you'd look good in one of those.
I
Jerry.
would look excellent in a Humvee. Stan, go see what you can find out from this guy that's got a green face. So first of all, I want to know, who's your makeup artist?
Myself, I guess.
Tell us a bit about your makeup. It looks like you've gotten halfway to the holiday spirit.
It's standard issue, GI black and green.
I just didn't realize.
There's no red.
Well, and I'm sure you'd like to keep a red out of the whole picture, right? What unit do you represent?
Charlie Company, 2 to the 127.
127 Charlie Company, Wisconsin National Guard, right here in Fond du Lac. Get it down. And they are in the 1998 Fond du Lac Spectacular Parade of Lights. Coming up next, more music represented in the form of the Marquee Drum and Bugle Corps. Of course, they have their truck gaily decorated for the holiday season, and some people walking behind them as well. The Marquee Drum and Bugle Corps from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, of course, Margaret.
Absolutely.
What is that little thing there, Stan? A mini car. That's what you need. That's what you need for your news runs.
That's the Auto Glass Specialist display. Isn't that cute?
It's called the Little Red Truck, appropriately. It's from Auto Glass Specialist. Auto Glass Specialist, founded in 1961 by Robert and Betty Burkhauser, and now it's an employee-owned company. Cute little vehicle with a tree on top. And
It's the guy in the little red truck,
The guy-
as the jingle says.
obviously, you listen to the commercials.
Yeah.
Now, would that be a compact? That's a subcompact. Yes. My kids have outdoor toys bigger than that little red truck. Now, here's a bigger red truck from Auto Glass Specialist. It's about my size. Yeah, that one you could fit. Well lit, though. Nice flashing lights on the Auto Glass Specialist truck. Lakeshore School Girl Scouts, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, come in the line next. All gaily decorated, Margaret. Look at them. They're dressed like little presents.
Yes, and they look adorable.
And it won't be long, Margaret.
Yes,
And you'll have your own little set of little presents around the house.
it'll be a while, though.
Lakeshore Elementary School, nicely dressed. It's just fun to see all these little kids so into the holiday spirit. Now we've got the North Fond du Lac Girl Scouts joining us. Today's youth, tomorrow's future is what the banner reads. The 1998 Spectacle of Lights, the Parade of Lights in downtown Fond du Lac. And Margaret, you got your very own Auto Glass
I got
Specialist
my
bank.
own little man with a little red truck.
Man with the little red truck, you've got it. The North Fond du Lac
These
Girl
Girl Scouts are serious. Maybe they think they're part of the Wisconsin National Guard. Listen in.
Left, left, right, left, 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 right, left.
So, first of all, why don't you tell me a little bit, what's your name and what are the kids dressed up as
My
tonight?
name is Cheryl Hughes, and our girls are dressed up as light bulbs. Girl Scouts lighting the way.
Girl Scouts lighting the way. There you have it. All part of the 1998 Holiday Parade of Lights.
And they are really a cute bunch of kids. And I'll tell you what, Stan and Margaret, a parade would not be a Christmas parade without kids. It just wouldn't be the same.
And it wouldn't be, especially since it's part of the Holiday Parade of Lights. Kids are one of the 3 essential portions of judging.
Well,
I expect to see a lot of entries tonight, keeping the spirit of the holidays with children and lights.
pays to bring the kids down. Well, what do we have coming down the road here? A nice pickup truck pulling a marvelous trailer full of, again, a large group of kids. It's well lit as well. Hey! There you go, Margaret. Oh, a kiss. We got a kiss. How you doing? A kiss for us. First kiss you ever got in a parade, Margaret, right?
Absolutely, and it's so
From a
cute.
guy you didn't know.
They had, did you notice they had a dog dressed up as an angel? It was cute.
Well, dogs go to heaven, don't they?
That'd be a good title for a book or a movie. Next, we have the Fond du Lac County Sheriff's Department in the parade joining us. Sheriff's Department tonight. I dare say the red and blue lights on the Sheriff Squad certainly do work.
We've got the Fond du Lac County Sheriff, and I've heard some rumors that he's retiring. We've also got the Sheriff-elect, if we can catch up with him. But first of all,
Hey, Chip Cavianis, too, the doughboy.
Gilmore, it is the Parade of Lights, but isn't a squad cars flashing blue and reds cheating?
Well, it gets people out of the way, that's for sure. But no, we're having a great night out here. And what a beautiful night in Fond du Lac. Gosh, this is the most people I've ever seen at one of these parade stands. So it certainly is a big success, and just congratulations.
Okay, and our thanks to Jim Gilmore, and have a good retirement.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he just had a birthday recently, too, so a belated birthday. Of course, they're celebrating Shop with a Cop. That began 9 years ago. That's coming up soon. Margaret, look, you're a farm girl. What are these? Oh,
Little
my.
horses, what are they exactly?
Well, I'm going to find out right from the horse's mouth. What's your name?
You're on the wrong end, Stan.
What's your name?
Travis.
Travis, what do you have with you here?
A horse?
It's a Shetland?
No, it's a miniature horse.
There you have it. It's a miniature horse. For a tall news guy. And a chicken. No, tell me, why is this gentleman dressed up like a chicken?
I don't talk. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the next event.
There you have it.
Hey, look what's coming up here. Music, the Twilight Optimist Drum and Bugle Corps. Great sound, Margaret. The Twilight Optimist Drum and Bugle Corps, a brand new drum and bugle corps centered out of Fond du Lac. It was started by the Twilight Optimists, of course, a local branch of the Optimist Club, and local drum corps fans. The Twilight Optimist Drum and Bugle Corps is dedicated to helping area youth reach their full potential. Looking for a way to contribute to the community and area youth, the Twilight Optimist Drum and Bugle Corps giving many, many opportunities. Fun having music in the Christmas parade. Fond du Lac County 4-H ambassadors are with us. The banner, and of course a couple of lovely young folks carrying the banner down Main Street. Margaret, agricultural background, were you a 4-H person?
Absolutely, for over 10 years.
What does 4-H do for kids?
Oh, tons of things. It gives you your self-esteem, and you learn so many different things that you can use later in your life. And the float is entitled This Year Give of Yourself.
And they've got a bunch of kids on the float in Christmas packages and a nice tree, and looks like, yep, there's some kids hiding in the packages in back there. They're peeking out. They're about ready to pop out. It's Christmas time.
I think they want to be on TV.
I think so. Cub Scout Pack 3722, Franklin School joining us. Of course, carrying the banner and the American flag, always posting colors.
The Cub Scouts are always willing to lend a helping hand. On this float, the boys give first aid to the reindeer after an unusual rough landing. Other boys take the reindeer's place in pulling the sleigh so that Santa can stay on schedule.
Okay, now,
Thanks to
guys, I'm on the
Welding
float
for
with the Cub
use
Scouts. I
of
want to
the
know, what are
truck
you
and
guys
trailer.
doing up here? I understand you're willing to lend a hand.
Yeah, we're helping the reindeer there. Gotten the damage.
They got, what kind of damage? What are you doing for them?
We're pulling them. They crashed.
Well, the reindeer crashed, and of course, every good Boy Scout learns how to give first aid, and that's what the Cub Scout Park's doing tonight. It is the parade. It is a Friday night in Fond du Lac. It is Christmas 1998. What a fun evening this is turning out to be. What's next? The Fond du Lac Snow Flyers. And of course, a trailer that looks like it snowed. And they're lucky they have a trailer considering how warm a night it is tonight. Yeah, we're not going to get a whole lot of snow tonight, I'll tell you that. But they had some good-looking sleds that looked like they could go through the snow. The truck driven by Ryan Burnham and his snowmobile passenger, Mary Burnham, both club members. The Snow Flyers are encouraging friends and families to join a snowmobile club and have a safe riding season. Oh, look at this. Now, this is truly the spirit of Christmas, truly the meaning of Christmas. A couple of donkeys and a lot of young folks. Nah, more than that, Margaret. Part of Roberts School Junior Troop 564 with leaders Ann Boyd and Beth Putty. The nativity scene, Joseph and baby Jesus, the stars in the east, the three wise men, and of course the donkeys donated by Cindy and Steve Zietlow of Flyway Jack's Ranch in Waupun. Wonder Workers 4-H with us now, passing by with a lengthy train. Wonder Workers 4-H. A group of youth from rural Fond du Lac County. The club participates in various activities throughout the year. Community service is very important for the club. By golly, this represents, or certainly resembles a semi. A large semi. It's all part of the Premier Party Plans, a new business located in downtown Fond du Lac with years of experience in party and event planning. Their float, Enchanted Christmas, was designed and produced by Premier Party Plans, and that size of the semi reminds me of Thanksgiving dinner. The float features children snuggled in blankets by the fireplace while mother is reading. 'Twas the night before Christmas. And all through the house, and not a creature was stirring, not even the cocker. Enchanted Christmas, where dreams come from. Let Premier Party Plans make your Christmas dreams come true. And joining News Talk 1450 KFIZ in celebrating the holiday spirit, our friends in the radio business from up the valley, WPKR. With a couple of packages on top of their vehicle
mean there's
as well.
other radio stations? I thought we were the only radio station.
Well, they do. We're the
us.
only official Fond du Lac radio station.
You
got it. Outside of K107.1 FM, of course. Bergstrom of Fond du Lac, of course, the providers of the pickup truck that we talked about earlier that we'll be giving away 1 week from today, actually, a year's lease on that, joins us in the 1998. Now, the theme of the Bergstrom float tonight is to give the hardworking reindeer a year off. Santa was willing to give the reindeer this Christmas off because he has confidence that the all-new Chevrolet Silverado can pull him where he needs to go. Now, the horns work. That's one thing reindeer don't do. They never blow their horns. That one did. That was pretty good. Took a while for you. And of course, a large group of kids sitting on the back, pulling a sleigh behind one of those Silverados that Stan was talking about. And they, of course, are wearing the little reindeer antlers as they're being pulled by a Bergstrom 4x4. So obviously they had a lucky hunt. They're nice vehicles, Margaret. The girls, by the way, are from the Masonic Youth Group of girls with Masonic affiliation between the ages of 11 and 20. You know, this is the perfect place to go car shopping and truck shopping tonight. All you got to do is stand here, and they're bringing them to you.
Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have one of those underneath your Christmas tree?
I don't think I'd have a
Jeep
tree
Cherokee,
that large.
huh?
My tree's not that big. I'd have to have one the size of the hourglass truck before. I understand engagement gifts are getting bigger now for those bridal showers, Margaret.
I hope so.
You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. Fond du Lac Lodge number 26 of Job's Daughters joining us in the 1998 Parade of Lights in downtown Fond du Lac, representing the entire Masonic family. Masonic Lodge in Fond du Lac number 26, part of the world's oldest and largest fraternal organization for men. Its singular purpose to make good men better. Freemasonry is neither a forum nor a place for worship. Instead, it's a friend of all religions, which are based in the belief in one God. And, of course, a nice Christmas tree and a rocker with Grandpa with the grandkids sitting on the back, being pulled along by a well-decorated conversion van. It almost looks like that's a present in itself. Boy, the crowd is getting closer and closer to the middle of the streets, Margaret. Stan, did you ever notice how they kind of move out as the night goes by? Well, here in front of Veterans Park, the crowd's about 6 to 8 people deep, so they need the room as more people arrive.
Yeah, it's an amazingly large crowd. Now, I've been able to do this for News Talk 1450 KFIZ for quite a few years, and by far, this is the biggest crowd that I have ever seen in downtown Fond du Lac. Parkside School is with us this evening. They've got a trailer with painted wooden sunshine, and sunshine is the theme to go with Parkside's Creating a Bright Future. Wishing you a bright holiday. All the kids with a well-lit, well-decorated sun, and there's everybody waving at us as they go by. We wave back at them as well.
And the kids at Parkside School look like they are more ready for the Bahamas than a cold winter's night.
But the way the night is tonight, they may be more appropriately garbed than the rest of us. Hey, look at this RV from MERS RV. Wow, you thought we had lights? Look at the lights on this thing. Would I hate to be the battery in that truck? Margaret, that's what you need for your honeymoon. Nobody will see you coming.
I guess not. Look at that. That's huge.
It's a huge RV, and it's well lit with, there's got to be almost, I'd say, thousands of lights on this one. Unbelievably colorful and very nicely done. Christmas on the road, of course, since 1986, MERS RV Center has been in business serving southeastern Wisconsin with the Coachman line of recreational vehicles and trailers, and that's what we got to look at tonight in the parade. They wish all of you who happen to be listening to us tonight
Look
a
at this
very
moment.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right, way to go. That's one of those old-fashioned bicycles. The front wheel's about, 4 feet in diameter?
Yeah, 4 feet, one of the turn of the century. It was an original, by the way. They reconstructed it. And the beauty is the gentleman's doing a few tricks right now, standing with one foot on the end, another sticking straight out of one of those giant old single big wheel bicycles. He's dressed up like a child's wind-up toy with a big wind-up sticking out of his back. So
At least we hope that's what that is. I don't think I could balance on one of those. Could you, Margaret?
Yes.
You could?
I have an incredible sense of balance. No, I'm kidding. I could.
Never subtle.
I still have training wheels on my bike.
The never subtle Margaret Larson. You have training wheels on your car.
Yeah, I know.
KFIZ News Time, 7:46. This is the 1998 parade in downtown Fond du Lac. Our friends from the South Side joining us, of course, another radio station, WFDL in parade this evening. And we welcome them joining the KFIZ Parade of Lights in downtown Fond du Lac. Here's another bicycle, different guy. Look at that thing. Stan, why don't you go see if you can take a ride?
Yeah, let me hop on.
Yeah, hop on.
One of these giant...
Yeah, right on the back. Now, this is more my style, an old blue-tired Schwinn. That I could handle. Here he comes.
I don't know how fast I'm going to have to jump.
You're going to have to run with him.
So what are you supposed to be in the holiday parade?
No. Gonna follow.
An elf.
Run, Stan.
Does an elf on a high... Tell me a bit about your high wheeler.
Big wheel, single speed, a little hard to balance.
Here comes
you have it, the
another
official
one. Ruling. A big wheel.
Man, there's all kinds of stuff in this 1998 parade in downtown Fond du Lac. Let me tell you, if you wanted to see anything tonight, you will see it here. Of course, in downtown Fond du Lac, 1998, joining us as well, another radio station, as they go down through downtown Fond du Lac. Record Entertainment joining us as well.
And coming on down the street right now, Civic Junior High. And they're singing carols. Are you guys going to sing for us? Okay, so what are you going to sing next? Frosty the Snowman. Here we go, a rendition from the Civic Junior High School kids. Frosty the Snowman. All right, hit it.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman
with the Civic Junior High Band. Margaret almost got on that big bicycle. He almost talked you into it. Cops, First Federal joining the 1998 spectacular parade of lights. A gorgeous Christmas tree. And, of course, lights all over the place, Margaret. Boy, there is noise in the crowd all over the place. Now, look at this. Look at the T-shirts on the dogs. Couple of, I don't know what they are.
Who are these people?
I'm not sure.
Oh, let's go find out.
Let's find out, Stan. Get out there, man.
All right.
That's probably...
Stock 1450 KFIZ. Let's know Stone Unturned. So let's see here. We've got Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid. So who are you people?
We're animal outfitters. We're the 8 reindeer.
You're the 8 reindeer?
Yep.
And do you represent anybody in particular? Or?
Animal outfitters.
Animal Outfitters. Okay, and I take it that's the store. Where are you located?
344 South Military.
Okay, Animal
and next
Outfitters.
is the Animal Outfitter.
That's the one we got here.
Up is a reindeer.
Animal Outfitters, Margaret.
It's a pet specialty store that specializes in unique items for pets and the people who love them.
And of course,
knowledgeable, friendly service is provided by owner Kathy Elmer.
And the sign on the side of their float, which has got Frosty next to a doghouse, Meowie Christmas and Happy Howliday. Howliday, got it. Oh, look who's here, Margaret, with this gorgeous little trailer filled with lights and people galore. The Fond du Lac Evening Optimist Children. The stars, Christmas is year-round with optimists. How appropriate for that group.
Yes.
Because they are so...
mind Christmas all year round. Maybe I'd get more presents.
You're always looking for presents and cookies. The Evening Optimist, Margaret. Tell us about them.
The Fond du Lac Evening Optimist is celebrating its 50th year of existence in 1999. The motto is Friend of Youth, and they are diligently trying to strive to live up to that challenge. They're up to 96 members, Jerry.
Wow, nice sized group, and always a good group of people as well. Look at the lights on this thing. You're talking about strobe lights, flashing lights.
Look at that.
Go out and dance, Margaret. It's like a strobe light in a disco.
You know what? We need some lights like that for our KFIZ vehicle.
I think so. Wow, those things really get your attention.
So I just want to know, as I'm going up to the special truck, who's Big John?
He's in the next truck.
He's in. Well, we're going to talk. So what's the dog's name?
Dakota.
Dakota just licked my microphone.
I thought I heard a tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, those certainly, of course, Big John's in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin in the 1998 Christmas parade with a couple of units. My goodness, those lights are huge and bright, aren't they?
Yeah. And they have 2 vehicles in the float this year.
Okay, now I just want to find out who's Big John.
That's me.
Okay, how'd you ever get a name like Big John?
Well, I used to weigh about 50 pounds more than I do now.
Okay, it's got nothing to do with the size of this monster truck.
No.
Hey, tell me a bit about this truck.
Oh, it's 20 years old.
What do you know? It's an antique truck. That was Big John, by the way. He may be a man of few words, but he's big, mighty big. Oh, Big John. Big John. I dare you to do it.
I don't think so. The 1998 Christmas parade in downtown Fond du Lac, KFIZ News Time, about 7:50. And we have still got many, many units to go in this parade, Margaret.
We're about halfway through.
Yeah, it's just a magnificent, huge Christmas parade for Fond du Lac. We've got a group here, believe it or not, called Fools for Christ. It's a clown ministry.
And the nicest thing about Fools for Christ is part of their message, which is, what do you guys have draped on the side of your float?
Yeah, it's Happy Birthday, Jesus. Yeah. Are we going to be on the news or something?
Well, you're actually on the radio at News Talk 1450 KFIZ as we speak. We're live.
Hi. Grandma, if you're listening, trust me. I'm cold out here.
There you have it. Some folks who remember the reason for the season. Fools for Christ, Happy Birthday, Jesus on their banner. Keep Christ in Christmas, part of their message on the back of their float.
Nice looking float, Margaret.
Yeah, and what they have is a birthday cake on the float with clowns as candles singing Happy Birthday to Jesus.
And how appropriate. That's a part of Christmas that so often we forget with the commercialism. What do we have here, Margaret? You're the farm girl.
Well, there's a horse.
Okay, that part I figured out.
And a bunch of kids.
Okay, I guess city boys know as much as foreign girls.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask them themselves. So what's your name and what are you doing here today?
Amy Elster, and I'm in the parade.
But
It's Craft Boutique.
oh, the Craft Boutique, Friends Craft Boutique. But you come on an unusual float tonight.
The owner owns a horse, and he's a great horse, so now I bring him in.
Stan, go interview the horse. The front end.
The owner owns the horse.
Friends and Family Craft Boutique.
Ask a simple question, get a simple answer.
You got it. Oh, look what they've got. The sign, they were nice. The first ones that told us what number they are. Hey, I hear the bell ringers. The Salvation Army with a message. The bell ringing time is here, Margaret.
Yes, it is. And the Salvation Army is all about people helping people. The holidays are filled with many different activities, such as the bell ringer, the counter kettles, and the angel tree.
And they're singing. The bells are ringing, the mouths are singing.
Brownie Troop 380 Waters School. What's your name, little girl?
My name is Cindy.
Hey, Cindy, who are all these folks?
These are the 3rd and 4th grade girls at Waters that are in the Brownie Troop.
And how many did you bring along tonight?
Well, about 12, 13.
And tell me a bit about their costumes.
This is what they made at their last meeting. Just the sandwich signs, all Christmas related. They have Santa hats. And
There you have it. And we want to thank Brownie Troop 380 from Waters School.
And naturally, Stan, following Brownies is a group of Cub Scouts. Faces Cub Scout Pack 3707. With a nice display of the colors and, of course, a nice banner identifying who they are.
And next is a float from the American Red Cross, and it's a nice nativity scene with about 20 kids dressed up as shepherds.
Oh, is that what they are?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I see all these big canes. Hi, gang. Either there's a problem down here or it's another unit coming. The Old Country Buffet joins the parade.
Jerry, it must be really warm. There's bees out. There's a bee.
Stan, there's a big bee out there. You got the swatter handy? I did enough swatting all summer. OCB, is that OCB or BCB?
Old Country Buffet.
OCB, got it.
OCB.
Carrying the banner for Old Country Buffet. Of course, they're at 835 West Johnson in the Forest Mall, serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. The OCB is in the restaurant every Thursday evening from 5 to 7:30 for the kids. What's a parade without public service? Absolutely nothing. So therefore, you can hear, hey, the Fond du Lac reporter. I bet I know who you vote for, Richard. Fives all the way, the Fond du Lac reporter. The difference is news today and always in a very nicely lit newer van. And of course, they're passing out complimentary editions of the Fond du Lac reporter. There, now you can go hit the beat. And of course, we have the Fond du Lac volunteer, Town of Fond du Lac Volunteer Fire Department joining us. Look at how nicely they have this decorated again. What was that, Stan? What did you have for lunch? Town of Fond du Lac. They brought 2 units along. The first unit, of course, their engine, or one of their engine companies, and nicely decorated. The second unit that they brought along is their Fire Rescue Special Operations Unit. That was in the parade last year. Again, nicely decorated with a lot of colorful lights highlighting the holiday season.
You know, one thing I'm going to say, Jerry, is I never realized the Town of Fond du Lac Volunteer Fire Department was so big.
Oh, they have a large department.
If that's number 453, where's the first 452?
They're still on duty. They're waiting. They just sent the last 2 into service. Town of Fond du Lac Volunteer Fire Department, one of the fine institutions in and around the Fond du Lac area. L&H Gear joins us, and they join us every year with some neatly decorated dump trucks from their fleet. Now look at the lighting on this one, Margaret.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, when it comes to dump trucks, this thing is gorgeous.
If a dump truck
It
can be gorgeous, we have 3 gorgeous dump trucks coming.
We have a big red dump truck with a lot of red lights on it. We've got a different color dump truck with Santa on the front. I hope that's not a bad sign.
Oh, no. I was wondering where Santa was.
We're still waiting for Santa. Now I see him on a grill of a dump truck. That tells me something. I dare say if they want you to move, if you're in the lane of traffic, these dump trucks can make you move, not only by their size, but the air horns work nicely as well.
But yet there's Stan stands.
There's Stan taking on a dump truck with his bare hands. I don't see you jumping up on a dump truck, Stan.
I don't know. Big John was okay. He was a friendly guy.
That was a tow truck, though.
Yeah.
I didn't see a jump on that tank either.
If I fell down, it could pick me up.
Hey, we should mention that this entire parade is being filmed in its entirety by Box Top Productions, and you will be able to see it sometime between now and Christmas, according to Mary Bach, on her Community Showcase program. So be sure to watch the listings and just tune in every Wednesday at 5 o'clock, either channel 3 or 14, depending on where you live in the city, if you've been upgraded or not. And you'll have the opportunity, if you're listening to us live tonight on News Talk 1450 KFIZ, to enjoy the sights and sounds of the 1998 spectacular parade of lights in downtown Fond du Lac. Margaret Larson, having fun?
This is a lot of fun.
This is really neat. Stan Stricker's been out there having probably the most fun of all.
I have been having a real good time because I've been able to see the floats up close. Not a lot of people get that opportunity.
You've been on the floats a lot of times.
On the floats. Hey, the only thing that I feel bad is the Old Country Buffet got away from me. I really wanted to...
You were looking for a free ticket.
Wanted to follow that one just a little bit closer.
Always looking for a free lunch. Still, of course, to come in the 1998 Fond du Lac Christmas Parade. Downtown Fond du Lac, we've got the big guys coming.
You know what, and I think we have a little advanced warning about the big guy here because we've got some of our favorite canine friends. First of all, why don't you tell me your name and tell me what your dog is dressed up as?
Rebecca, and my dog is dressed up like Santa Claus.
So this is like Santa Dog.
Yeah.
Okay, Santa Dog is a beautiful dog dressed with a big white beard. Now, we've got another dog here, and I know that this girl's name is Squeaker.
Hello.
Tell me a little bit about your dog.
Well, he's a purebred German short hair, and he came into the shelter as a stray, and he's up for adoption.
Now, how often do dogs have reindeer antlers?
Only once a year.
Only once a year. And again, who do you represent?
The Fond du Lac Humane Society.
And here's some of the fine dogs that are up for adoption if you'd like to go down to the Fond du Lac Humane Society, which, by the way, is having a, I believe, Tree of Lights fundraiser. And if you'd like to remember a dog or a cat or an animal that has passed, you can buy a light on that tree for $5, and all goes to the Fond du Lac Humane Society.
And the nice thing to remember, too, is they have such a nice selection of both dogs and cats. And if you're thinking about a pet for Christmas, and a lot of people recommend not doing it for Christmas, but maybe shortly thereafter, there's a really good place to look.
Get a load of this from Terran's tons of fun costumes and yarn sides in Fond du Lac.
Look at this.
Now, as we're talking to this gentleman, don't you feel bad that you're being carried down the Fond du Lac parade by someone less fortunate?
Not really.
Tell me a little bit about your costume. Tell me a little bit about your setup tonight.
Well, I'm standing straight up and the garbage can is put over me, and then there's a dummy legs here, and then a dummy back, and it's just sewn together.
Okay, now is there one dummy or two?
Just one.
Okay,
So there's two out there, Stan.
Hey.
Margaret's got one next to her, too.
Yep.
You don't have to agree that fast. The 1998 Parade of Lights at downtown Fond du Lac. Another group of singers. Notice those headlights, Margaret. Have you seen such festive headlights before?
Never.
I don't think they're that legal either.
One is blue, one is red.
Yeah. This is very interesting. I don't think they'd get too far with that set of headlights.
What float is this?
I don't know. Maybe Stan will have to go out and find out.
We'll find. Don't worry. That's why I have Stan Stricker from Newstalk 1450 KFIZ. This is still all part of tons of fun costumes from Fond du Lac. Now, first of all, little elf, what's your name?
Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer, tell me a bit about your nose.
It's glued on. It's not falling off of me.
Do you have a brother named Pinocchio?
No, I don't.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. All part of tons of fun. If you're looking for a costume, they have got some great get-ups at Tons of Fun in Fond du Lac.
Here's another elf over by us. Another interesting nose.
You know,
Another interesting ear.
Before, but I think I know where elves come from.
Where is that?
I think they come from the planet Vulcan because of the pointy ears.
Oh, look at the ears. Yeah, there is a strange resemblance to Mr. Spock.
But then the pony nose like Pinocchio, so...
Well, it could be a variety of locations where they come from. This is the great, spectacular Parade of Lights in downtown Fond du Lac on News Talk 1450 KFIZ Fond du Lac. KFIZ News Time 8:03. We're still waiting for the big guy, and I'll tell you what, as far as we can see down Main Street, there's still parade coming. Well, Stan's going to head out to the middle of the main drag here and talk to some more people and see what we have coming here. Oh, it looks like an old-fashioned Christmas.
Oh, too much music.
Thank you. What do we have there?
Diamond Limo.
Oh, they're passing out little Christmas greetings. How appropriate on this float. Were you naughty or were you nice? Margaret, you don't have to answer that.
Of course, nice. Of course.
Yes, naturally.
Now that's another story.
Well, that's true. Once in a while, we do have to get carried away. This is happy holiday season from the Keiko Nursery. Ho, 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 it says on the back end. That's the first ho, ho I've heard all night. Have you hoed much?
No.
No,
I'm waiting
not much.
for Santa.
Now, here's Diamond Limousine. Hey, there's the party bus that Joe Scheibinger used when they went down to Potawatomi this week.
That's a casino bus.
That is a casino bus and a half. I got to take a tour of the inside of that, let me tell you.
Isn't it neat?
It is really a neat way to travel.
If Santa could not ride in his sleigh with his 8 favorite reindeer, he would come by Diamond Limousine.
Is there a doubt in your mind at all? Look at how plush.
And I
look at how long that thing is.
The day after Christmas, he would be in the Diamond party bus.
Probably celebrating the after effects of the holiday. What a huge Lincoln Town Car limousine, courtesy of Diamond and the Fond du Lac Christmas Parade, the Tour of Lights.
Now that's a way to travel.
The party bus, naturally, Stan's going to enter the party bus.
Oh, you bet I got to like the party bus. So tell me, first of all, who are you?
I'm David Safari's wife.
Okay.
Whoa, I think you got the radio on in the truck.
Oh, hey, they're a party bus. They know who to listen to. So tell me a bit about the party bus.
Oh, it's got everything. Color TV back there. It's got seating, a big, long bench seat as long as you get. It's got the tables going all across. It's got it all.
So the Diamond Limousine party bus has a big, long bed seat.
Bed seat, yeah.
Okay, now that's what I would call a party bus.
I'll say, and it is a nice unit. If you've got a party going anywhere, that's the bus to take. A group of DARE students joining us in the parade, Margaret. The sounds of the holiday season, Margaret. Happy kids.
Happy
what does
kids.
DARE represent?
Waiting for Santa.
Well, Stan's having a good time with all the DARE kids out there. He looks like one himself, except for the beard. DARE to keep kids off drugs, a message that's been given to schools for a number of years in the Fond du Lac area. Aye. Margaret's mode of transportation's here.
My motors. There's my Harley.
Nice purr. Nice purr. And of course, the DARE officer is represented as well. Pat O'Hearn joining us in his DARE mobile. Almost spent too much time watching us. He almost had a Harley for a hood ornament. Special services vehicle for the Fond du Lac Police. The auxiliary. Nice pickup, huh?
You know, that's what I was just noticing, how the police really ride in style, don't they?
Well, look at this one. Fond du Lac ARC, Education, Communication, Community Service. A nice Trans Am, well decorated. Lots of lights all over the place. We've got the Spectrum Entertainment Center coming down the road here, and you know what? If you get on your tippy toes or my shoulder, you know who you're going to see?
A chicken.
You got to look further than that.
Oh, Santa?
Yeah, and he's no chicken, let me tell you. He's coming down the pike already. I can see him. He's down around second, working his way down toward us. And this is the first time ever he's got real reindeer.
You're kidding.
You will see probably for the first time in your life, farm girl, real reindeer.
All right, I can hardly wait.
You're right, that was a chicken.
Yep.
There's a chicken here from the Spectrum Entertainment Center, along with other gaily adorned and festoonly decorated kids, I guess we'll call it. The kids are dressed up. And here he's coming down the road. He's only about a block away from giving you your Christmas gift.
Already?
Well, he's good.
Boy, I'm
early for you.
Really good this year.
That's what. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Stan Stricker is having a good time. Hey, look who's here! Our sister station, K107.1 FM.
Is that Wade Bates up there?
That's Wade Bates up there. Tim Taylor down in front here. Rose Stricker. Stan, do you know that lady?
Just vaguely, we met one.
You've met once before, huh? We've got the whole gang from K107.1 FM. And the horn works. Nice hat, Rose. Uh-oh, here, let's hear it. Did you hear the big
This is a good job. I like this job.
He likes doing color. Stan Stricker gets a big smooch from Mrs. Stricker. At least we hope that's who it was. She looked like
it was just another cute little elf. Don't tell me.
And here's Santa. Yay!
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. There he is. The big kahuna himself, Santa Claus, made it to Fond du Lac for the 1998 spectacular Parade of Lights. Now, Santa's going to be getting out of the sleigh pretty soon, Margaret. He's going to join us, I believe, Stan, for the lighting of the Christmas tree.
He is here for a very special purpose tonight, and it's a very special tree lighting in Veterans Park to really kick off the season right. And as Santa has stopped here in front of Veterans Park, much of the crowd from down Main Street is gathering here for us. Santa Claus, of course, coming off of that big sleigh, getting a little help with his stepladder as he steps down from his very special float to help us out.
And Stan will be joining him in the park, Veterans Park here. But first, let's look at how busy these judges are, Stan. Maybe you should talk to them now and see how the sawdust is burning. I can't get back there with my cord here, I don't think. Al Vico, a challenge tonight. It was a lot. There were certainly a lot of beautifully decorated floats.
Absolutely. It's a lot of hard work put into this parade, and it really was hard to judge overall. A lot of good entries.
I much prefer my job tonight to yours.
I think I would too.
Okay, now for Richard Rosgren of the Fond du Lac Reporter, this was his very first parade. Rich, was it everything he expected?
Oh yeah, and I've got a hands-down winner too.
Oh, you've got a hands-down winner. Now what went into a good float tonight? There were a lot of good floats. What do you think went into a good float?
There had to be lots of lights and lots of kids and great music too.
And you have no doubt in your mind who you think the winner is?
Not at all.
Not at all, not at all. And as long as it's not the Fond du Lac Reporter, we'll take your word for it. No ringers here. Michael Schmal, what do you think you liked best about the parade tonight?
Well, I think the participation of all of the kids was so much fun. You know, it's nice to see them out here. It's nice to see spending quality time with their families, the parents, the grandparents. It's just neat. There's just literally hundreds and hundreds of people out here, and it's just really nice to see.
Now, do you have an outstanding winner, a clear-cut winner like the publisher of the Fond du Lac Reporter did, or is it a little harder for you?
No, I have an out-and-out winner. I found one particular unit that I thought was just exemplary of the spirit of Christmas.
Oh, my goodness. I am looking forward to Monday morning on the Joe Scheibinger Backstage Live Show on Newstalk 1450 KFIZ, because the judges seem to be very sure of who is the winner. Now, we're going to go find Santa and get ready for the tree lighting ceremony here on Newstalk 1450 KFIZ.
Well, Margaret, what do you think of the parade?
Well, I think that was an outstanding parade. Lots of good variety.
Got the camera here. They want this side of you, Margaret.
Lots of good variety.
This is by far your better side, kiddo. This is by far, in my opinion, I've been to Fond du Lac parades for years, and this is by far, bar none, the most exciting parade we have had that I can recall.
Lots of good entries, lots of variety, and
A lot of lights, a lot of
lots
kids.
of people.
A lot of people, and it's just fun being part of it because it really puts you in the holiday spirit, the festive mood from this point forward, now through New Year's.
The only thing we're missing is some snow, though.
Margaret.
Come on, a nice little light snow. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would have been perfect
I
for the
didn't
parade.
say cold temperatures.
Okay.
I said snow.
A little bit of snow would have been ideal for the parade. I'll grant you that. But it certainly was more comfortable doing what we're doing here, not like what Al Beagle talked about before from a couple years ago when we did this in the pouring rain or at least a drizzle. It certainly was.
Good point.
Yes, it
no
was.
No argument.
Look at all the people in Veterans Park. The whole group from the south end here seems to have converged upon Veterans Park, and we're getting ready for Santa Claus to do some tree lighting. Let's see what Stan Stricker's got going in the park.
And this is how it's going to go tonight. We've got the Evans School Boy Scout Troop, and they're going to be doing a little bit of help leading us in a rendition of a favorite Christmas carol, a Christmas song that everybody likes. Then, of course, we're going to hear a few words from Santa Claus, and then we're going to count backwards to the lighting of the Christmas tree. Of course, Miss Fond du Lac has decided to join us as well, and she's getting up, huddling up close to Santa. And I got to wonder if she isn't getting in a few ideas for him to give her for Christmas, because she's telling him, I've been a very good girl this year. Right now, the Boy Scouts from Evans School are gathering together. Of course, most of them are really huddled around a box of candy canes, and they're digging into it like you'd expect young boys to do. So it's going to be just a couple of minutes before we get underway, and then we'll make sure everybody hears, and you can join it at home. Of course, to sing along, I believe it's going to be just one of the basics of Jingle Bells tonight. And that's just going to be a couple of minutes away. Most of the crowd from the entire parade route looks like it is gathered here at Veterans Park. I would say there's easily no less than, well over 1,000 people that I can see just from my vantage point. More are coming in any moment. So Santa Claus, we're going to talk to Santa Claus. We've got a couple of minutes. We'll take the opportunity. How'd you like the parade tonight? How'd you like everything?
Well, that was a beautiful parade, but I didn't think there was that many people in the world is what's out here tonight.
And what kind of a message do you want to bring down to the folks in Fond du Lac tonight as you come help us get ready for that faithful season?
Well, I just hope that everybody remembers to be kind to your brother, and, so we have peace on earth, and that they are their brother's keepers. Really,
There you have it from the jolly old elf himself. Goodwill towards men for this holiday season. Santa, are you going to be joining the boys in a little carol here?
Well, we're going to try to sing a little bit, yeah, but I don't know. I guess we got to wait for that chorus to get lined up over there a little bit.
We got a lot of kids, and they're trying to get them front and center tonight. I think we might even talk to some of the folks who are leading and seeing how things are going tonight.
Our Cub Scouts are all ready to sing.
The Cub Scouts are ready to sing. And again, tell me a bit about the crew you have. Where are they from? What's their troop?
Well, the kids that are going to be leading things off are the Evans School Cub Scouts, Pack 3725, and the Brownie Troop, 553.
And basically, we're pretty much ready to go?
And basically, we're pretty much ready to go. We just got to get everybody's attention. Hard to do with this many people, but we're sure.
Well, Stan, I think the perfect thing would be for everybody at home listening to News Talk 1450 KFIZ to sing along with them.
Here we go. Get ready.
Sing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the hills we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits rise. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
We have to help Santa to light this tree. How? And we all have to help Santa count down from 10. Okay, are we ready?
Here's the big countdown.
Okay. 10, 9, 8.
You ready, Margaret?
You bet.
The high point of the Veterans Park Christmas celebration. Here it goes. And there it is, the official downtown Fond du Lac Christmas tree.
beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? And you're right, a little light dusting of snow would be really pretty on there, but I'll tell you what, I'm really in the spirit now.
I am too.
The parade has been here, the Christmas lights are lit in downtown Fond du Lac, and they look beautiful. The tree is lit in Veterans Park. We talked with Dale Luther earlier, the music is on in Lakeside Park, the lights are lit.
And your phone
and my phone is ringing. Stan, what's going on over there by the tree?
Welcome to Community Showcase. My name is Mary Bach. Today we have an extra special guest with us in the studio today, Santa Claus.
Hi, Mary. How you doing?
Doing real good, Santa. I'm so glad you could join us today.
I am really glad I could join you, too. I almost had a major emergency. I left the North Pole to come to do your show. Got all the way to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin here, and realized I left my suit back at the North Pole.
Oh, no.
Thank God for Sharon's Tons of Fun, because Sharon down there is
Sharon's costume shop?
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Tons of Fun costumes? Okay.
Sharon is an excellent tailor, and she put me together this beautiful suit that, hey, I may replace my old suit with this.
I suppose you go through a lot of those with all your traveling and all.
Not really, Mary. I've had the same suit probably for 30 years before I replace it. Mrs. Claus has got me on a tight diet. She keeps the food kind of away from me through maybe 9 months of the year, but then the 3 months before Christmas, hey, anything is fair game.
Well, you're looking magnificent, Santa. Sharon did a great job.
She did.
That's so fluffy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I checked my list before I left the North Pole, and I see you've been a very good girl, so I will be visiting you.
I've been trying hard.
Oh, you did real good. You did real good. You're right on the top of the good list.
Now, I have one concern, though, Santa. We don't have a fireplace.
You know, I had one of my helpers stop at Franklin Elementary School to talk to Mrs. Baseman's afternoon kindergarten class. If they could ask Santa a question, what would the question be? And that happened to be one of the questions. One of the children... well,
great minds think alike.
I know. My helper gave me this list. And one of the children, who was it here? John. John asked, if a house doesn't have a chimney or a fireplace, how does Santa get in the house? Well, it's very tricky. I have a magic bag. This magic bag, when I lift it out of my sleigh, will carry me to a chimney, or if there is no chimney, there's always vents coming out of the top of the house.
Sure.
It helps me slide down the chimney or those vents, and then it magically creates a fireplace in the wall. I go through the fireplace, I leave the presents, I go back, right back out I go. Fireplace disappears back to their normal wall.
That's some bag.
It is. Oh, I tell you, I couldn't do Christmas without that bag.
Now, how many reindeer do you have, Santa?
I have 8 reindeer. I gotta admit, Comet's probably one of my favorites. Now, I know a lot of kids were at Mrs. Baseman's afternoon kindergarten class were thinking I had 6 reindeer, but there are 8. Now, I'm gonna test you, Mary. Can you name the 8 reindeer?
I could before the show. Let's see if I can do it now. Comet and Cupid, Donder and Blitzen, Dasher and Dancer, Comet and... I did Comet and Cupid, didn't I?
Right, you did.
Donder and Blitzen.
Right.
Is that everybody? And Rudolph.
Oh, you can't forget Rudolph.
Can't forget Rudolph.
Rudolph's my lifesaver on those foggy Christmas nights.
Now, does he go out every year or just special years?
I have to bring him every year because at some point in the world, while I'm delivering those presents, I run into fog.
Oh, okay.
So Rudolph is right up there in front for me. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
It is right up there in front for me, and hey, when he's got to light my way, he does, and he does a great job of it. But like I said, Comet's probably one of my favorite reindeer because Comet keeps all the other ones in line. Now the kids were also asking me, how do my reindeer fly?
Yeah.
These kids had some great questions. A couple months before Christmas, I feed my reindeer normal food, the wheat, oats, grain, all that stuff. But a couple months before Christmas, I start sprinkling a little fairy dust in there. And then they start to fly. I've got to do it then, because if I gave them this fairy dust year-round,
You'd never keep them home.
Oh, who knows what they'll do there at the North Pole. Another question that was asked to me, speaking of the North Pole, where am I located at the North Pole, and what color is my house? Now, I thought these were very, very, very good questions. My house is like a log cabin. Now, that's my house. It's very hard to find. If you go to the North Pole looking for it, I guarantee you, you will never find it, because it is invisible to the human eye. But now my workshop.
Well, I suppose you're so busy, you got to kind of keep people from dropping in all the time.
The last thing I want is tourists. But I tell you, the North Pole, we don't get too many tourists up there, so...
Not too much of a problem.
Not much, no. But now my workshop, that's a whole other story. I've got thousands and thousands of elves working for me, and thank goodness for my elves. That is underground. It's amazing. Underneath my house, carved in the ice there, they have a giant workshop built. And that is where all the toys are built. And they do a magnificent job at it. Like I say, my helpers, my elves, there wouldn't be a Christmas without them.
It must take a lot of, do you have like a big computer that keeps track of all the kids' names, or is it a handwritten list? How do you do that?
It's a handwritten list. I've got a group of elves that check on who's naughty and nice, and every year around November I start going over that list.
Okay.
And the good kids, they have a G next to their names, and the bad kids have a B. Now the bad kids, they can redeem themselves.
Is there still time?
There's still a little bit of time, but hey, if they're going to redeem themselves, they better start right now. Because Christmas is 23 days away.
Well, yeah, it'll be even shorter by the time people see this.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's right. When this airs.
23 days, so they best start working on helping Mom and Dad out around the house, doing chores.
Helping with all those Christmas preparations.
Right. Watching their manners. That's the big one with me, manners. Good manners.
Okay.
I don't like kids smarting off or anything like that. You've got to be good year-round. But like I'm saying, I'm a generous guy. Everybody knows that, so you still got time.
You still got time. How did you get started doing this toy thing?
I just felt, there's two meanings of Christmas, Mary. There's the true meaning of Christmas, which is the day Jesus Christ was born.
Okay.
And then there's the magical meaning. And I have loved kids from the very beginning. Kids are what make us laugh, they make us happy. They're the joys of our life. And I wanted to do something great for kids. So I decided, what the heck, it's Jesus' birthday. Let's combine a little magic with it. And that's the second meaning of Christmas, the magical meaning.
So taking a special day and making it even more special.
Right. And that's where I decided what makes kids the most happy. And it's toys. Kids love toys.
Even big kids.
Well, yeah, I'll admit, I get down in that workshop and the elves got to chase me out of there because I start playing around with everything. And they say I'm getting in their way and that, and well, get out of here, Santa. So I got to step back and let them do their work. But every once in a while, I'll sneak in on them.
Get a chance to play.
But yeah, these kids just love the toys, and I love making children happy. So that's where it started, me bringing them toys. I wanted to see the smiles on their faces in the mornings when they've got up. And like they say, I see what's going on. I
suppose you can see, if you can see year-round, you can see Christmas morning.
That's right. By the time I'm done delivering all those presents in the morning, trust me, kids, I am watching you go down to that tree and looking at your presents and the joys in your eye, the joy in your eyes and everything. And that makes it worthwhile right there for me.
Oh, wow. How do you get to all those places?
It's, you're asking me those hard questions I don't like explaining, but it all deals with the timelines. And it's not all houses I go to, because there are some kids out there that are naughty. And I don't make it to their houses. They don't heed my warnings.
Okay.
And they stay naughty, and I don't go there. But most of them are good. And so it's not every house that I hit. And with the timelines throughout the world and everything, and my reindeer, supersonic speed.
And I suppose if you've got your bags so you can just slide down a vent or a chimney or something, you're not spending a lot of time getting in and out of having to deal with doors and stuff.
That's right. And like I said, this bag is magic. When I go to a house, all that's in that bag are those presents that I'm delivering to that house. I empty that bag out at that house. It takes me back up to my sleigh. I set it down in the back of my sleigh. When I get to the next house, it's filled again for the toys that go to that house. So, it's not that overweighted sleigh thing or anything like that.
Okay. So we don't need to worry about the reindeer hurting themselves or anything.
That's right. Okay. Don't have to worry about Santa hurting himself carrying all that weight.
That's true too.
And that's what's great. All this magic came about in the North Pole. People don't realize this, but the North Pole is a very, very magical place. And you just got to know where to find the magic.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, we're going to talk to Santa about some more interesting facts about his life and what he does. We'll be right back with more Community Showcase.
Hey, look at this RV from MERS RV. Wow, you thought we had lights? Look at the lights on this thing. Would I hate to be the battery in that truck? Margaret, that's what you need for your honeymoon. Nobody will see you coming.
I guess not. Look at that. That's huge.
It's a huge RV, and it's well lit with, there's got to be almost, I'd say, thousands of lights on this one. Unbelievably colorful and very nicely done.
Welcome back to Community Showcase. We're having a special guest in the studio today. We're talking with Santa Claus. And Santa, you said that you went into, which school was it?
Well, it was one of my helpers that went into Franklin.
That's right, one of your helpers was there.
That went into Franklin Elementary School, Mrs. Baseman's afternoon kindergarten class. And I'm going to go over some of the questions.
Let's talk about some of the stuff that the kindergartners came up with.
Morgan in Mrs. Baseman's afternoon class asked me, where is Christmastown? Well, Christmastown and the North Pole are the same place. So Christmastown is the North Pole, and it's actually my house and workshop that, like I was saying a while ago, if you were to go to North Pole, you'd never find it, but we are there.
Okay.
Jessica asked, do I live in the North Pole year-round? Yes, I do. The only chance I get to get out of the North Pole is around this time of year when I visit the malls and the parades and stuff like that, to where I get away from the North Pole. Otherwise, the rest of the year, well, I like to put it, I'm there supervising the elves, but as I was saying a while ago, I'm playing. I have a lot of fun with those toys.
Okay.
Troy, he asked, do I read the notes that the kids send me? Yes, I do, Troy. I read every note that is sent to me, and my elves also read them. I have a group of elves that after I get done reading them, I pass them on to those elves, and those elves start working on those toys. Another very good question by Nikki D. He asked, does Santa go to Waupun to give presents? Kids ask the greatest questions.
They really do.
Nikki, Santa goes all over the world. Yes, I go to Waupun. I go everywhere. But like I say, it's only to the good girl and good boys' houses. But there's still time. You still got time. Nikki Z, there's two Nikki's in the class, Nikki D and Nikki Z. Nikki Z asked, how does Santa's reindeer fly? Well, I explained that a little while ago. I sprinkle that fairy dust in their food a couple months before Christmas, just so they can get themselves worked up and built up and all that for that long flight they have to take. In fact, right now, we're having the darndest time with them. They're flying all over the place. But I tell you, Christmas Eve rolls around, these reindeer are very smart. I mean, bang, they're right there. They're in line, ready to go. In fact, they're kind of pushing me along. Comet gives me a nudge in the rear every once in a while to get me moving a little faster himself.
Well,
so
he is in charge of that sort of thing, I suppose.
sometimes I think he's in charge of me also. Jonathan asked, do elves make presents? Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Jonathan. That was Corey that asked that
Corey
question.
asked that one, okay.
Yes, as I explained a while ago, I've got thousands and thousands of elves and even helpers that aren't elves that helps make the presents.
Okay.
I don't think there isn't a thing in this world that they can't make. They've made everything from wooden trucks to big red wagons. I mean, we've got a special room in the North Pole called the ballroom.
Uh-huh.
Now, most people would think walking into a ballroom is a place for dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Not in my case.
Not yours?
No, you walk in there, you're going to get beamed in the head with a rubber ball. They're bouncing all over the place.
I suppose you got to do quality checks on all this stuff.
Oh, we do, yes. We've got quality control inspectors there.
Okay.
We don't put out any product that's going to fall apart 2 days after Christmas. The stuff that we make is built good.
Good stuff, okay.
If it does break down, we'll just, hey, tell Mom and Dad to write us a letter and we'll get it replaced. But that hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened to me, at least that I know of yet. Troy asked me, what time does Santa Claus come to the house? Troy, when you're asleep.
So like if you like stay up, if somebody were to stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning, like trying to see you, it could throw off your schedule.
It could throw off my schedule, but it hasn't yet. And I know when they're awake and I know when they're asleep.
Oh, okay.
And if you stay awake until 2 o'clock in the morning, I won't be there until 2:30. Oh boy, I tell you, I love these kids. These kids have some great questions. Bryce from Franklin asked, what color house does Santa live in? Well, it's not really a color, Bryce. It's just a log cabin. To me, it's a log cabin. To you, it's clear. It's invisible.
It's invisible. Oh, wow.
You would never see it.
Oh,
I got a couple more questions from the kids here.
Okay.
Abby asked me, what does Santa do in the stores? Well, Santa in the stores is usually there to greet you kids and find out what you want for Christmas. Now, I know a lot of you write me letters asking what you want for Christmas. Some of you don't. You just decide to come see me at the mall. And that's where you tell me what you like. And, hey, I got a good memory.
Okay.
And I remember what they asked me. And that's what I do in the stores.
Okay.
And my last question for Andrew here.
Do you like taking all those pictures?
I tell you.
You get a lot of pictures taken?
I get a lot of pictures taken, and it takes me about 20 minutes after I leave to see again. I've got spots all over the place after that. And then Andrew from Franklin asked me, what does Santa buy for everybody? Santa doesn't buy toys. Santa's elves makes the toys. Sometimes moms and dads know the kids have been naughty and knows that Santa's not going to come visit them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they may go buy him a present.
Okay.
But Santa doesn't buy gifts. Santa makes all the gifts. Santa buys materials to build the gifts.
Okay.
And I shouldn't even say Santa buys the materials to build the gifts. A lot of businesses who are really into the Christmas spirit donate most of the stuff to Santa Claus.
So you have suppliers that help you out in
Right.
in supplying all these toys to all the
Well, it
kids.
started out, we didn't have suppliers. And if you would notice, if you went to the North Pole right now, you wouldn't see too many trees.
Mm.
That's why.
Oh, okay. You got to have something to make all those wooden
See, a lot of people think
soldiers
that they wouldn't grow because of the ice and the snow. Well, that's not true. I needed them to make a lot of the toys. And I figured nobody lives in the North Pole, so what the heck?
I suppose your house used to be like hidden in the woods, and you had to find out a way to make it invisible after
That's
the trees
right.
were gone?
That's right. But like I say, the North Pole is a very magical place, and if you know the right places to look, you can find all different kinds of magic there.
Do you get tired on this trip? What kind of training do you do to get ready for this trip?
The only training I do is I keep eating. That's what keeps me warm, all this weight here. But no, I don't really get tired because I've got well, I'd say 364 days the rest before that night.
Okay.
But that's not really true because I get really busy come around November. Around the middle end of November, I start getting very busy. But I still, up until Christmas Eve, I go home every night and I sleep. But I rest all year long.
Okay.
So I'm all raring and ready to go that Christmas Eve.
Plus it helps with that magic sack so you don't have to
That's
you're
right.
hauling around.
The hardest
all the
work
time.
I do is getting in and out of the sleigh.
Okay.
I've got to step out of the sleigh and then the sack carries me the rest of the way. I've got to step back in the sleigh. And I mean, if you think that's hard work, whew, I got a tough job.
Well, Santa, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a minute to talk about some more of the stuff that Santa's up to. We'll be right back with more Community Showcase. Yay, and the kitty's even sitting next to him. Oh.
This from Terran's tons of fun costumes and yarn sides in Fond du Lac. Look at this. Now, as we're talking to this gentleman, don't you feel bad that you're being carried down the Fond du Lac parade by someone less fortunate?
Not really.
So,
Welcome back to Community Showcase. We're here with Santa Claus talking about what he's up to this time of year. And the folks in the control room want to know, what's this with batteries? How do you handle batteries for all these toys that you're delivering?
Oh, no. Mary, you got me. You caught me.
I did?
Oh, remember a while ago I said about the suppliers that supply me all the wood and stuff like that to make the presents?
Mm-hmm.
It's the battery companies. They supply me all this stuff. So Mom and Dad have to go get the batteries for the gifts. So nobody's a loser in this deal.
So it helps their business and the kids get, oh, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah. I gotta say, when they approached me with this idea, I said, this is a great idea. It gives me all the material I need to make the toys, and hey, they end up getting their profit back through the batteries for the presents.
Now, how did you meet with, Mrs. Santa Claus isn't with you today.
Yes, she is.
Is she?
She is here with me.
Okay.
Well, she's not right here, but she's, in fact, she's picking up supplies for the reindeer right now. We need more oats and wheat and stuff like that, but she came into town. In fact, it's her I'm blaming for my suit being left at the North Pole.
Oh, because you thought she'd take care of all that kind of stuff?
Well, see, actually, I am, but I'm not that kind of guy. You know, I don't forget things. She forgot it.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it. We won't, okay.
Well, that was another question.
And Tons of Fun Costume Shop did such a great job fixing you all up here.
Oh, yeah.
I love the hat.
Yeah, if I can keep it out of my head, you know, I'm such a, I love to move when I talk. That's me. I'm a jolly guy. And, well, I'm not used to this hat yet. I don't have it pulled out far enough sometimes.
I'm a new costume,
Right.
new uniform.
But I like this uniform.
How did you come up with red as the color for the uniform? I mean, it's so bright.
I wanted to look for bright, joyful colors for Christmas. And two of the most joyful colors, now everybody has their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my opinion, and it seems like pretty much the world has agreed with me for Christmas. Two of my favorite colors are red and green.
Mm-hmm.
Well, red has got to be my all-time favorite color.
Okay.
And that's where I came up with red for the suit. And in the white trim, well, the red suit, it was all red to start out with. And I went through the North Pole pulling out one night, and it was snowing, and it got covered with all this white. And I thought, well, that looks kind of nice.
Uh-huh.
So I had Mrs. Claus do some readjustments, and she came up with this. Well, then, lo and behold, that's when I first started out, my younger days. My beard wasn't quite so long and white.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, look it, all of a sudden I get a long white beard, mustache, my hair turns white. It goes great. Wow. But yeah, red and green has always been my favorite colors, and I am so glad they have become the Christmas colors.
Now, I don't know if you can answer this one or not. I know some people are very sensitive about this, but how old are you, Santa Claus?
Now if you asked Mrs. Santa Claus that, you wouldn't get an answer. But I don't mind that. Let me put it to you this way, Mary. I'm as old as time itself. Father Time is another one of my nicknames.
Okay.
We'll just say, probably think over 1,500.
Okay.
So we'll leave it there.
You've been here. You've gotten good at what you do.
That's right. That's right.
Now, how did you meet Mrs. Claus? How did you convince this lady to go with you to the far reaches of the North Pole? I mean, you'd think it would get kind of lonely up there.
Mrs. Claus was one of those ladies that one night that just wouldn't go to bed. She had to meet this guy coming down the chimney. We saw each other, and Mary, a lot of people will say this doesn't happen, but it was love at first sight. She has been with me ever since that night we laid eyes on each other.
Oh.
And another thing she had going for her, she made the best cookies in the world.
Does she?
Oh, God knows. Oh, they're so good.
Really?
Well, look at.
That's what you get to eat those other months of the year when you get to eat what you want, right?
That's right.
She doesn't bake cookies the rest of the year?
Come December 26th, she puts me on a very strict diet.
Ah.
Which I don't mind that. This I could see hauling this around all year long would be a little much.
Okay. We got to keep Santa healthy.
That's right. That's right. Well, Santa's healthy all the time.
He
that
is.
doesn't.
Okay.
Look how old I am and how great I look.
Oh, sure. You look fantastic.
That's right.
Now, all these cookies that kids leave out, do you ever share them with your reindeer, or do you eat them all?
That's where Comet
Those
gets a
cookies
little
and
upset
milk?
with me every once in a while. If we get so far into our trip that night and I haven't brought them up any cookies or milk, I'll get a nudge in the behind from Comet. So then I know the next place I stop at that has cookies and milk, I better bring them up or...
Do you ever take any back for the elves?
Mrs. Claus takes care of the elves.
Mrs. Claus takes, okay.
Mrs. Claus makes cookies and brownies and all kinds of great stuff for those elves all the time.
Now, this elf factory has me curious here. They all live at the North Pole, too? Is it part of the complex, is where they live?
Yes, it is.
Now, does Mrs. Santa Claus have to cook for all those elves, or do they have, like, their own kitchens?
She makes treats and stuff for them. But the elves have their own dormitories there. They pretty much take care of themselves. It's like any other place in society on a job. They come in, they work their shift. We've got 3 shifts going, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like I say, I have thousands of elves. It's a very large complex down there, and it does have dormitories off it.
Okay.
So the elves are pretty much self-sufficient. They have their little activities that they do there. Their little elfin night spots.
A full, anything you'd want in a normal community, they have.
That's right. In fact,
them.
it actually is an elfin community.
An elfin community, okay. Well, they talk about like aircraft carriers being traveling cities. You've just got an underground city.
That's right. And what's nice about this being a magical place, it being underground and ice there, you'd think it'd be, real cold.
I wondered if your house was cold.
It's not. It's, you go outside, yes, it is very cold. That's why I wear a suit like this. I mean, I've got to wear a very heavy suit, especially for around the North Pole. But inside, with the magic we have there, it's comfortable, just as comfortable as it is in a studio here.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got about a minute left here. If you could give a message to the boys and girls, what would it be?
Oh, I've got a great message for the boys and girls. I brought this up a while ago. Kids, there are 2 meanings to Christmas. The true meaning being Jesus' birthday. We celebrate Jesus' birthday on December 25th. The number 2 meaning is the magical meaning of Christmas. And kids, I know there are bad kids out there that are going to tell you there's no such thing as Santa Claus. Well, here I am in the flesh, right here talking to you. It's those kids that have lost the magic. Kids, promise me, you'll never, ever lose the magic. Hang on to that magic for the rest of your life, and Santa will always be there for you.
And all the lights and the packages and all the fun of the holidays.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And helping our folks make it a good time.
That's what I love most about Christmas. Not only the gift giving and seeing the joy on the kids' faces, but how families and communities and everybody comes together to help maybe the less fortunate out. Everybody becomes, it seems like, closer knit, tighter. Christmas is a very special, special time of year. It's when people put arguments they may have to the side, just to be together. I love this time of year.
And everybody has a little bit of Santa Claus in them this time of year, and gives to different places like the little kettles or the Salvation Army has.
Don't forget those bell ringers out there, because
to help make the Christmas special for other people.
That's right. There are people less fortunate out there, and I do what I can to help them out. But kids, tell your parents they need more help. Those bell ringers out there with the kettles, hey, help them out. Drop a quarter, whatever you can in there, but help them out.
Santa, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come in and talk with us.
Oh, thank you for asking me, Mary. I am so happy I could come.
All right. And thank you for joining us here on Community Showcase. Be good and see you next week.